my thesis or the thrust for my speech today was on the future of education, and I wanted to extend it in terms of future of education where and future of education for who. If we don't put in these qualifiers, then we normally seem to assume that it is the future of education in one pocket, maybe Europe or America, right? So that is what I focused on. And I think that we ought to contextualize that who and where in terms of culture. And I also brought up several background issues which are hindering universal educational opportunities for students in different pockets of the world. And religion, culture, caste, economic status, social status, all these factors hinder educational equity. And so how do we eliminate these if we do not learn from each other? So the idea I came up or presented today was that educational leadership is well positioned to focus on the global aspects of leadership in education, influence national policies, influence national practice, and contribute to national research, which will open up to realities outside their local areas. And what is going on now is that there is a limited number of research activities, but we are also atomistic. We focus on issues which are related to only our neighborhood. We are not really focusing on what happens outside our neighborhood. So this is the thrust of my presentation. And where do I think education will be in the future? As I see, even in developing nations, technology is coming into education as a huge presence. And if that seems to become a solution for future education. But as we learned in this conference, we ought to properly adapt that technology for effective educational outcomes. In addition to the intrusion or the implications of the use of technology, I also feel that more and more common grounds will be set across regions, and we will see education as a means to improve livelihood. And it is privatization, I'm afraid, is also becoming, or it is looming large. And I don't know, as a professional community, will we be able to rationalize how effective would this be in terms of children, their opportunity to go to school and proper educational outcomes. And that's where I see, I'm not a soothsayer to predict where education would be, but I definitely see that there is a lot more attention needed to be paid to shaping education. It is in our hands. We do not want external elements, corporations, to come in and privatize education and make profit out of education and create all the more disparities which exist in education already.